Hey guys, how's it going? It's Rob here, and today I thought I would go through something that a lot of new players coming into Hearthstone might be interested in, and that's a free-to-play deck, or a deck that has cards that are more available without having to put a lot of money into the game. And the reason I'm doing this is because, yeah, exactly, I feel like there are a lot of players who maybe don't understand the game and maybe want to get into it. And so I thought I made this deck really quick. And basically, the point of this deck is it's a Druid deck, and you want to get out on the board early with a lot of your small minions, like the Argent Squire, the Enchanted Raven, Firefly. Basically, go really wide on the board, which means play a lot of minions. And then you're going to want to buff them up with Mark of the Lotus or Power of the Wild. Finish them off with a Savage Roar, and then if you don't get Savage Roar, you also have the Frostwolf Warlord, which you can put on the board, and it has a lot of synergy with having a wide board. So this is I think this is a pretty good deck. I don't know how far you can get with it in free to play, but I'm gonna go through a casual game right now and just show you guys how it works. Um, yeah, so let's do that. Let's do that. I mean, so when you do start playing Hearthstone, you are going to have to get your class to level 10 just to unlock all of the basic cards that that class has to offer. And then once you get the class to level 10, there's a second step to it where you need to start getting packs and unlocking things with dust, unlocking other cards with dust. But everything in this deck should be really inexpensive. Um, so yeah. Alright, this is a pretty crappy hand, but we might still be able to win it. Just need to draw into a 2-drop. Alright, that'll work. It's not a beast, so I'm missing out on a little bit of value. With this card, if you give it to a beast, you draw a card as well, but that should be fine. Okay, I mean, I'm really hoping it's not Counterspell, because that would be pretty bad for him. Alright, it's not. Which means Ice Block? Or it's Ice Barrier, okay. So yeah, this is what we're doing here. Is we're getting a sticky board together. Try to go as wide as possible. Unfortunately, I drew my burn early in the game, and what burn is cards that do damage straight from your hand. So that's a little unfortunate. Because ideally you want to draw your minions first, and then get your burn. Okay. Then we'll play this guy next turn, and if all 3 of these minions live, which is what we would want, he'll be buffed up to a 7/7. But he'll probably kill the sheep. Yeah. So, but a 6/6 for 5 mana is pretty good. Still a pretty good deal. So now we have 12 damage from hand on turn 10. So we just have to get him down. Once we get him down to 12, we'll win the game. If he doesn't have, like, an ice block or something. So yeah, I'm just going to keep buffing the board, since that's what this deck has, is a bunch of buff cards. Again, like, this is a pretty bad draw, low roll, to get all my my damage spells right in the beginning. But once again, once we get him down to 12, we'll win the game. Unless, of course, he has a nice block or something. I'm tempted to just use a little bit of the burn on killing this, since he could have another ice block or ice barrier, so 12 might not be the right number. He might be able to boost his life a little bit higher. So I'm going to use this to kill that guy right there. It keeps the Divine Shield on my 3/3, which is pretty important, I think, in terms of like Flame Strike and other cards you can have. Another thing with Hearthstone is like learning what class you're playing against. So if it's Mage, common cards you want to play around are Flame Strike, Fireball, Frostbolt, and you learn this as you play the game. What cards your opponent will have and how to play around them. So yeah, there's another secret.
Excuse me, you are on.
If it's mirror, I can get through it, but yeah, not what you want to see though. Stop it. Stop. So yeah, so we're running out of value here. Yeah, now he's just outvaluing us because he's getting more cards. Alright, this is a bad game. I'm gonna try it again. Because I still think it's a good deck. And it can win you games for sure. So let's try it again. So also for the mulligan, you're gonna want to try to get a 1-drop into a 2-drop. So like this is pretty good. I would keep this. This is really good. We're gonna keep all of this, especially with the Innervate. Very good. Innervate's like debatably Druid's most powerful card, because you can push. I could play my whole hand here on turn 1, which is why it's an amazing card. Yeah, and I'm gonna do that. Boom. Boom.
That's incredible.
Yeah. That's Druid for you. If I had like, I think the only way that that hand can really get, that's like almost a perfect starter. The only way it can get better is if I had, if this was a 1-drop and this was Mark of the Lotus, because then this would have been 1 mana and I could buff everything on the board. It would have been beautiful. But this is still really strong. Now we get this, we got the buff. So this card, the Power of the Wild, you want to use this. Most of the time you want to click the 3/2 Panther. If you have 3 or more minions on the board, that's when it's worth it in value to do a Leader of the Pack. Because then you get 3/3 stats instead of just 3/2 stats. And next turn we can do this. And this card is a really good card too. This is your combo card. which you're going to use to finish off the game, or just push damage, which I'm going to do next turn. I'm going to push for, it gives 2 attack to all my characters, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 characters, and your hero counts as a character. So it's going to give me 8 damage. So we're going to push 8 damage, plus what I have on the board. I'm just going to put him really low. All the way down to 6. And now he has to do something about the board, or else he just dies.
That's incredible.
If he has double lightning bolt, you can kill both of those. Alright, we win the game. So you guys, that's this deck. It's a little nutty. You gotta get the nuts sometimes to win with it. But I think it's really good if you're just starting to learn how to play. To get those free quests done. It's a great way to level up your character, unlock more cards. So yeah, I would recommend playing this deck. Thank you for watching my video, and I'm gonna put the copy of the deck. So if you do have Hearthstone, you can copy the deck. I'm gonna put it right underneath the video right there, so you can just copy that link, and it'll give you all the cards for the deck. You just have to go to Hearthstone. So if you copy the deck, you just go to Hearthstone, and let me click here. So you click copy, and then what you can do is you click new deck, and once you click new deck, it's already going to know you have it copied, and you just click yes, and what it's going to do for you is it's going to put all the cards in the deck, so you don't have to go through the whole all the pages and pick out each individual card. Alright, y'all, thank you so much for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much.